we're doing a market analysis of 33 companies, and we're breaking down four markets: the business marketplace, social media. We just did that. And so what I've been explaining is there's a massive opportunity by just providing a social element to these listings where the business buyer doesn't have to give their information to 15 different people. Instead, they can just simply comment and interact with the listing, and then we can provide them the files and information, or we can directly connect them with the seller in a chat system where they can do a call without giving away their personal info. And so we've been explaining like how that innovation alone will help innovate marketing to drive traffic to these listings, to these already successful sites. But there's also a massive opportunity that I wrote about in my patent on, because like right now we're generating 21x on our marketing, but we only close 2%. And so the reason for that is because we have a 98% failure rate, but I looked at the data and I would say 80% of the people that come in aren't qualified. Like they do not have the money for the business that they're clicking on at all. And so for that reason, there's a massive opportunity to provide them with, I have it labeled as consulting training, but honestly, it should just be education, because that's really like the basis. If Biz Buy Sell and these sites that have all of this traffic provide any level of education, actually, let's see what they have. Learning curve, how to buy a business. So they have a free guide, insight. Yeah. So it's like their play is all just marketing. They're just like, dude, give us your data. Like they're like not like they have a lot of opportunity if they just sold courses on their platform. I mean, like if I just could just consult with them or speak with them, I'd be like, hey, you guys should definitely create a course for people, because a lot of people that can't afford the businesses that are on these sites, and if they just provided any level of education on how they can ascend to that ladder, the company would be able to create more profit, and they'd be able to market the businesses more effectively. So the advantages for me and for anyone watching this video is that we can do the same thing for businesses by providing that solution, right? So we can show them how we can have a private community to interact with their business, the listings, and profitably get in front of these buyers by giving them a better experience. And so that's why I'm breaking down like these markets. And so our platform does have education on it. And so the first company that I want to break down is a company that's very successful, is a perfect example of what we're doing. And this company is called Mind Valley. And they were founded in 2002. And it is an affiliate essentially, the best way to explain it is they created a centralized source of quality inner work information available to the masses, right? So it's an affiliate platform for spiritual coaches, essentially, right? And it was founded by one guy who worked really, really hard. He's got the best story ever. He just built a funnel and just got a bunch of people behind him to back his funnel. Because he started generating leads for them, closing deals. And now he has a training platform and an app, and he does events. And he has a $99 a month and a $500 a year subscription, and now he's doing $74 million a year. And they have 12 million users on the platform. And so this is the best example of like to look at like what we have on the table with the acquisition network is like Mind Valley became the place to go to, like, if you want to get a spiritual coach, if you want to like buy a spiritual coaching program, it's like literally boom. You can join this one. There's 3 million people here. There's 17,000 stories. Join the program. Like, are you kidding me? Like having the opportunity to be a seller like on this platform equals you making a lot of money. And so in order to be a seller on the platform, if you want to be this guy, I'm sure had to jump through a bunch of hoops to be featured on Mind Valley, because Mind Valley became like the best lead gen system ever for this niche, right? That's exactly what we want to do. Is you just align all of the experts, and then you leverage all of their experiences individually and drive all the traffic into a central place. And that's exactly what we're doing with the acquisition network. So we're showing people like you could do the same thing with like all of these all of these listings, each one is like someone's investing traffic from a different broker. They're all investing their own money. And the same thing if you look at my work groups, like I manage all these different companies. I have 14 different companies that are all running ads and they're all in own different way. And when we launch the software, they're all going to be able to leverage their experiences, right? So I've got, one guy who's got a fund of like 10 million and he's on his way to acquiring like 50 million next 2-3 years. I've got a guy who's done like 300 million in multifamily acquisitions. I've got a guy that does like 30 million a year in cost reductions. I've got a guy that owns 30 Airbnb properties and has 4,000 students. I've got guys that have set up thousands of e-com stores. Right, all of these experts that are all like doing their own thing. I got the Turo guy who's got 25 cars making like 1.7 a year. It's like, what do you like? I have all of the experts for like online remote business consulting, similar to how they created a network of coaches in the spiritual niche. We're doing the same thing, but for like starting businesses and like the high ticket, like creating assets, right? So if you want to learn like Airbnb, if you want to learn trucking, if you want to learn e-commerce, if you want to learn multifamilies, if you want to learn business acquisitions, like we have all of that like within our system. And we also created a more streamlined way for people to buy and sell and for businesses and sell services. So what I want to do is show you the university. It's not like as robust as Mind Valley is today. Like we definitely could use development, but what we have the ability to do is create these work groups for administrators, and they're able to just upload the content directly into the platform. Right now, it's up on YouTube, but I'm going to switch it to video. It's not that it's not like life changing in the sense of the content, but it's just organized in a way that it's streamlined for the influencers. And so what we're able to do is, like I said, because we're leveraging multiple influencers, so we're able to take all of their content, a little bit of piece of their information, put it into these work groups, and then we're going to be able to like upload files in each one of them. And then there's also a task management system to show accountability. So here's an example of someone I just had. Like I was like, hey, Daryl, go through the training. And so he just checks off the videos as he watches them. And so like that's the rudimentary way that we're using it now. But the cool thing is our platform comes with a CRM where we can collect data profitably, teach consultants how to call through and generate sales. It comes with the university. Like I said, we're going to be building out content and information in every one of these work groups. So I'll show you an example like how you're training the sales team. So like here's like a drive where there are documents and scripts and files. So like each one of the influencers are going to upload their own files. There's a task management planner that we use. Like so here's an example of like a pipeline of trucking companies that we're speaking to. We also can use the same thing to create a pipeline for projects that we're managing. So here's us like overseeing like a logo, or I can show you us like building out a website funnel and like all the different steps and assigning people. And so we're just creating an interactive business tool and providing the education for the one-time payment of $100. And so we don't even need to start off with a subscription because we want to just build so much value with that one-time $100 fee, and then we'll have subscriptions for each one of the different work groups that we're managing, and then each one of the experts will be able to add content. And that's why, like I said, right now, the ADC University, if you look at it, it's not like the prettiest thing with like the videos embedded, but it's effective today. And then as we raise millions of dollars, we'll get it embedded and we'll have all of the fancy features that Mind Valley has. And so this is a great model to look at. I aspire to be a company just like this one day. And I hope, someone sees this video, like an investor who says like, holy, wow, like Ryan, we literally could set up a company exactly like them. They're doing 74 million a year and they're selling a 99 a month and a 500 month subscription. So we're gonna, like I said, have like 18 plus subscriptions. We're gonna start off with the one-time $100, where for $100 they get access to the entire portal, all of these like streaming content that we're gonna provide them. They download the app, one-time payment of $100, and then upsell them from there. So if you That's why I'm doing this analysis so you can kind of understand how we can really take advantage of the marketplace. And I hope you saw great value in this, and I'll see you on the next one. The future of doing business is now.